Here we are. Okay.
I want to hear the story about the iron.
Yeah, let's hear what happened with the iron. And it's not the iron you plug in.
No, it's one that you heat it up with fire.
I want to hear that story too because I've never heard it.
Never heard it? Jeez.
No,
no one's gonna hear it.
Okay, so how old were you?
He was
That's
already.
she's the one that burned me.
You burn him with the iron?
Yeah. He wanted to boss me around.
Were we in El Pozo?
Yeah.
And were you ironing clothes or what were you doing?
I was ironing and he walked in and he said, iron me a shirt, iron me this pants and this shirt. I said, I'm ironing. He says, iron them. And I said, no, I'm not. And he said, yes, you are. And then he went up to, and I just turned around and put the iron on him.
On his back.
Where?
Right here.
Okay, what did you do?
Yeah,
He hit me.
it wasn't too bad. I got away from it real quick.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of stories that I remember about getting burnt. Remember how we used to take baths
Yeah.
in the middle room? In the middle room?
It was a heater.
And the heater?
Hmm.
So you take baths in the middle room, because that's, you could curtain off, because you don't have doors. You just curtain it off. And I remember taking a bath, and it was a small house. And I got out of the tub, because you can't really sit on the tub, but I
You
got
had
out.
to stand.
Yeah.
In the tub.
So
You got to
yeah,
stand.
it's a tub that big
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
So like I don't know what size they
It's
call
a
that.
trough.
It's a round tub. It's not a trough.
I must
Yeah.
have been smarter then.
And
'Cause
I got out and I was going to dry myself and I bent over and I burnt my butt. I mean, because it had those little levers, It was like somebody went three.
Do you have scars?
No.
Show us.
But anyway, that's a story I remember when I was taking a bath. But see this scar right here?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how that happened? No?
Did I burn you?
No. Remember our mother used to sew a lot?
So?
Sew on one of those pedal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she was sewing and she smoked a lot. And she had an ashtray.
Mhm.
One of those metal ashtrays.
Uh-huh. Oh, she threw it at you?
She cut me right there, man.
Why did she throw it?
Because she was being mean.
Well,
Naughty.
because I was not letting her sew.
Mm.
I was being a bothersome kid. And she gets that ashtray and she's bang, hit me right here and cut my nose.
So she was a smoker.
Yeah.
Bedtime smoker.
I want to hear
Camels.
about the story where you were in your bed reading your book upside down.
Oh, yeah.
That was a cool story.
That was
My
really.
mom used to be a bootlegger.
Yep.
Okay. She would go and buy cases of wine on Saturday and sell them twice the cost on Sundays because the liquor stores were closed on Sundays. So she had them in the third room. And one
in
day,
the closet.
well, I don't know where they were, but I remember that I went and got one bottle open, took the cap off, tasted it. Tasted good. Tasted like a soda pop, man. So I kept drinking it. I don't know. I don't think I drank
White
the whole
port.
bottle.
Yeah, you
Was
did.
it white port?
Yeah.
You guys know. And I got drunk. And I didn't go to school that day for some reason. I don't know whether I was playing.
Well,
with
you were
it.
drunk. How are you going to go?
So when they came in, I saw them coming, so I went and laid on the bed and got the comic book, and I didn't know it was upside down. she saw me reading the comic book upside down, and then she went and ratted me off.
Wow.
She went and told her
I said,
Uncle Murda lived across in that black house. She went and told Uncle Murda.
but I said to you when Marcella and I walked in, I looked at you and I said, are you drunk? Have you been drinking? And no. I said, well, I didn't know you could read upside down.
And I was only like about what, 10 years old?
Wow.
Estaba todo pedito.
And then there was one time when was it the same time when I ran away and I ran into the cellars and you guys were looking for me?
Yeah.
It was the same day,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I ran and we had a potato cellars right next to us and doors were always open. So I ran in there and they were looking for me and I just got potatoes and I was just
Throwing them at us.
come here. So
I
If
have
you wanna
another
know-
story about that too after he gets done.
So I guess that was my introduction to alcohol, and
At 10?
at 10, and I believe that's where the whole period of alcoholism started coming.
So, I mean, talk about entrepreneurship. I mean, your mom was
Right?
doing
Yeah.
it back then.
She was smart.
Yes.
Yeah, no, she would sell, like, for example, what was a bottle of wine in those days was $1.10 or something like that. Or,
It was 90 cents, but she used to sell it for $2.
so and see, because everybody was on hungovers, everybody was looking for wine, you know, and yeah.
Did she drink?
When did you start drinking?
Maybe I was about 13.
13.
Real dad was 10.
You know, Corey's dad, he used to come home and bring his wine, but he would hide it by the cellars. What he was saying about. And me and Fonz, his son,
Oh.
we would see where he would put it at. So we would take a bottle of wine and we'd go play war.
Yeah.
And they shoot me, and I says, "No, you didn't kill me. You just wounded me. I gotta take medicine."
Those are our kids' games. Our kid games were like playing war or playing cowboy and Indians.
Yes.
And we used to make our own bows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I remember a couple of incidents, and I don't know if you remember this or not, but I can't remember who it was. But anyway, we were playing cowboys, and I was an Indian, so I went and I shot an arrow, and I hit somebody in the head.
A real arrow?
No, just homemade arrows. It hit him in the head, but it was like this, and it fell. I mean, it didn't hurt him, but it made him bleed a little bit, you know. And he started crying. And remember the spear?
Yeah.
The spear incident?
No, but I remember the arrows. We used to get a bottle cap,
Oh, yeah.
put it on the tip, and bend it so it would have more weight to go further.
Pretty genius.
Yeah, our
Did
bow
you
and arrows
guys
were
do
pretty
the
good.
whistles with the bet metal?
Mm.
Because when we were kids, we learned that when we went to Montes. They'd always have the bet metal by the tracks, you know, the bands.
Mhm.
You bet them and then you put them in your mouth. And,
Uh,
but we learned that over there. I don't know if we learned it from you guys or if it's
Probably from Kiron.
you know.
So did you guys make your own toys? Because as far
Yeah.
as you were, tell me
Well-
about what kind of toys you guys.
When you were a little kid, you know, if you
anything to entertain yourself.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about Billy. I remember that we used to live at Sunnyside, and I had a bow and arrows, but I had gotten a needle and I had put it on the arrow. And Billy, for some reason, got mad at me and he wanted to hit me. He got on his bike and started going. I got my bow and arrow and I shot it at him. And it hit right by him. So he looked at the arrow, he got it and broke it and and he called the cops.
Billy was something else. Huh?
Here comes the cops and grandma says, "I vienen los polices." So I went under the bed. But back then we used to have the spring, you know. So I went under the bed and the cop comes in and grandma's over here with broom trying to get me out of from under the bed, and I got a hold of the string like this, and the broom was going like this under me.
That's a great story.
Okay, let's take a break right there and do another one. Oh.
My battery's done, so anyway, I'm done with this one.